little intro to some teaching stuff. Like I said, hopefully that causes you guys to,
when you
yeah,
sit down and break it down like that.
yeah, yeah. And like I said, I wouldn't know any of those stats if I didn't keep a trade tracker. Very, very, very important. Okay, so pretty big move here. Would have definitely been There was not a strat entry in sight here. Maybe the 2-1-2 down would have gotten what 50, 66 down to 46, so 20 points off the 2-1-2 down. Probably 1R. So we have our opening range here. Looking to see, bounced off of what's this yellow line? I think it's prior day low, prior week low. I guess I can look at my ATAS intel.
All right, so box is where this guy scroll or vertical speed will get you. And then from here on out, you just play around with the horizontal speed. So now you're going left or right, or vertical speed will get you going up and down. And make sure your loop is selected if you want to make sure your text out. Right click again, and then add scroll. And then from here on out, you just play around with the horizontal speed. So now you're going left or right, or vertical speed will get you going up and down in OBS. Hey. So to get this guy scrolling, you can right click.
All right, I'd like to see a retrace back into this great fair value gap.
And then go to the filters and then right click again, and then add scroll. And then from here on out, you just play around with the horizontal speed. So now you're going left or right, or vertical speed will get you going up and down. And make sure your loop is selected if you want to make sure your text is scrolling continuously, or if you just wanted to scroll once and see you later, then that's what you do for that. But we're going to loop it. And then you'll notice the text is pretty close to each other, right, as it's scrolling. So if you want to change that, just click on here and hit spacebar a bunch of times. Or you can also do it in the properties. Just click, space. Perfect. Also, say you want to have your text to scroll across the entire screen. Your first instinct is going to be to drag it, right, to kind of resize it this way. But you'll notice the text is getting bigger. But what if you don't want your text that big? What if you want your text like this size? Let's figure that out. So here's a good size. Right now it's not going across the entire screen. So you can right click properties, scroll down to use custom extents, click that. And then you want to change the width and the height values. So we'll start with like 300 height, and then maybe like 4,000 width. And not close enough for my liking. I mean, you could do that. Yeah, it looks nice. So basically, just play around with the width and the height so you get that perfect match for your specific font size, and then your text will scroll across the entire screen. And like I said earlier, for Streamlabs OBS, the process is pretty much the same.
This is the rare
text source.
This is the rare time there's a strong move like this prior to the 945, 950. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, 12, what was it, 12.8% likely to happen right there.
So you're scrolling, bro.
Agreed entirely.
Add scrolling text to OBS Studio or Streamlabs OBS. If you like the video, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Another stat that I went over when talking with Mr. Wilson. By the way, I don't know which. Well, I'll text you later. I looked at all my losses that I could find in the month. Maybe it was all year, or maybe it was just February. 10-point losses versus 20-point losses, and of those, I think I tracked 14 of 16 losses that went 10 points would have also gone 20 points in stops. So, also goes to show that a 10-point stop for me is is adequate. Like I said, 14 out of 16 is a pretty good number. So, looking short here. 2-2 reversal. Go sell stops at 49.50 there for the breakout low. What happened to Walmart? Oh, I swung through earnings. That's a yikes. Had no idea there was earnings there. Oh, I got triggered, and then 10 points right there just got filled. I guess I'm going to trim Walmart here at 7. Holy smokes. Definitely should have watched that. That's on me entirely. Shoot, it's 3:15. All right, well, all risk-free on Walmart. Probably just going to leave a runner. I guess I probably should have actually alerted this. Not going to hold much past break even. All right, shutting it down.
I don't know if anybody's actually gone back and back tested it, but I've started to realize more recently that a lot of the times, if price knifes through a psych level, especially a 100 increment, but I even see it on the 50s,
Mm-hmm.
and then comes back and the next candle actually leaves a fair value gap over it, it seems like more often than not,
I'm short
you
here,
get that
36.
continuation you always talk about. Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. I just needed to get that out. I'm short
Um,
36.
Seems like a lot of times you do get that continuation to that next psych level, like you always talk about. I haven't gone back and actually tested it, but
Close and break even here. Probably should let this go, but we'll see. Sorry, I was trying to get in that short. You were saying if it breaks through a psych level like 50 or 100, then what happens?
like if it breaks it, but breaks it with a fair value gap over that psych level, if that makes sense, kind of like a breaker structure fair value gap.
Uh huh. So like here
I haven't,
at
yeah, but
600.
I haven't gone back and tested it. Like right now on the 5 minutes, it's trying to close that, and on the 1 minute, it looks like it's actually pushing through it. But it seems like more often than not, it respects that level, and then we get a continuation down to that next psych level, like you always talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, we have to be careful here, right? Because look at what level we're at right now. Last week lows. Got to be careful of that.
But to the flip side of that, Rips, isn't that also like marrying a bias, though?
Well, so it comes to
What's the
whether
difference?
or not your
What's the
trade plan
difference?
is negated, right? So if there's a certain level, in this case it was 710s to the top side, if we don't see buyers exhausting into that level, then I'm going to take a seat back and I'm going to say, okay, we blew through that level. Are we holding that level now as support? And then can we take it to the long side? But we didn't see that. Instead, we saw pure exhaustion of buyers through that level. We saw a lot of order matching there to the top side, very thin liquidity to the top side. So it didn't negate the original trade plan. And although we got stopped out on that very first trade, my stop was a little bit too tight with maybe about 10 handles of risk. Because I got stopped out doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It just means that maybe I was too early or my stop was too tight. And unless my trade plan is completely negated, I'm going to stay of that mindset until the market tells me otherwise.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes, yeah, just got a bit too early, but the shorts was definitely the right play to the downside. You think Nvidia's driving this, or just some of the Mag 7 in general?
It's a mix of both, Andre. It's definitely Nvidia is catching a lot of heat. Now, imagine if you're trading Nvidia for earnings tomorrow, one of the things that you can do to expand on your exposure to Nvidia would be trading the options contracts. Now, if you're trading the options, if you're buying calls, the dealers to hedge that are buying the underlying. If you're buying puts, they're shorting the underlying. So if we have an influx of put buyers this morning, which likely we did when Nvidia is skittering to the downside like that, you're going to see a lot of these dealers that are selling these puts to anybody who's purchasing them. And this could be to other retailers, this could be retail traders, other dealers. It can be to anybody, right? And what they're doing is they're selling the underlying. So that's adding to this cash.
Still want to go short here, but this 5 minute could bounce off this weekly low.
Selling these,
We are under the 50
Nvidia
level,
equity.
which gives me some confidence to keep going short.
Hedge those puts. If we're getting an influx of puts, you're going to see dealers that are selling that underlying, and that's what I believe that we saw this morning. You're going to see a lot of this type of volatility.
See what we're looking at here. 110 lots sitting at 30s.
You're going to see heightened volatility, especially given that
30 seconds on this 5 minute inside. I'll wait for that.
Hey, while you're at it, Rips, can we get a Delta update, please? NASDAQ and ES when you have a chance.
Yeah, so for the Nasdaq, mine is resetting at 8:30 Eastern, so 7:30 Chicago time. I have negative 3,500 for the Delta in the Nasdaq, and in the S&Ps, we're sitting at about negative 6,500 there. And also, just give a quick check on the Russell for you Russell traders out there. We're at negative 1,250 Delta there for the Russell.
Yeah, Rips brought his A
All right, going short here.
Appreciate that.
34.75 ads. This one could be an extras if we break out this low.
No,
10 points filled there.
and know how to explain what they're seeing, why they're seeing it, what they're doing, and what account they're doing it in. I don't care what account you're in. Just like say what you're doing and explain it, and be, confident in yourself and your account and all your abilities.
All right, out the rest there, break evens.
Of course, everybody that we have on Tops of TV.
1 hour count is up 2 hour this morning. If this goes outside, I'm very interested in going long. But it might go outside the other way.
I really do, and I love when we get to share the space together here, especially with Andre. Get to trade with Dolby, get to trade with Hogue, Eddie, of course, and I look forward to potentially trading alongside D and Anne Marie because they're both.
I'm going for the outside bar here, 24.50.
To have them on the show here. There's a lot of people that I've had the pleasure of sharing the stage with. Danny's trades I got to trade with on Friday, which was a lot of fun. So yeah, I think that Top Step TV is getting more and more stacked every single week with a lot of talented traders, talented analysts, and it's just been a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to as well. We might have a slow market session here with Coach Dakota coming up, where Coach Dakota and I will be
There's the outside.
which I'm really looking forward to.
Moving stops up. Okay, just got stopped out, break even. Okay, my Addis is flipping out.
Hit me with it.
I was in the checkout line. Me and my boys, they're hauling them around in the cart. They're grabbing stuff, putting it in there, and I come across this shitty drink called Celsius. I say that because I thought it'd be a good drink, and I'm like, he drinks it, and I look at it, I'm like, what is all this like nuclear ingredients in here, bio something, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, it doesn't have sugar in it, and it's carbonated water. Okay, so I get it. It's tropical, whatever flavor. It is garbage.
Oh, and that's the big deal here. What's the flavor?
After that went outside, I wanted to be break even after I was up half hour. Just volatility should have gone immediately. Obviously didn't now, so that was the reason there. What were you saying?
No, that was kind of an example of what I've been looking at. The fair value gap didn't literally sit on top of the 50, but that 1 minute candle that displaced into the daily liquidity or the weekly liquidity, that candle, the body of that candle bridged the 50, and then it couldn't break through it, and it continued. Now we didn't quite make it to the 1500s. The 7500s, but we got a nice 20. What is that? 30-point continuation.
Off of the 5 minute? Are you looking bouncing
I'm
off
looking
of?
on the 1 and the 5. Yeah, but the gap right now is on the 1 minute. It closed on the 5 minute. During that retracement.
Oh, right here.
It respected the 1 minute. The body never closed above it.
Like, this is gonna help you. This is gonna help you do this. And then you get sometimes in the trading world, you get this like this and this is like so you read the back of it, and it talks about like this is, and I'm like, oh, these guys are from the vitamin world, and now they just created it. They're just like really good at framing their
50 seconds on this 15-minute, 5-minute candle. Going short here, 1350.
jet fuel slash like ethanol. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna start glowing. I don't know. But
We've got more sellers in here, boys. More sellers.
To me, it just seems like it's just another fad. But
My Discord is lagging.
it helps you. It helps you, I guess. I don't know.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see my screen?
I'm going to try another short here, by the way.
Yeah, I'm having no issues at all, and I'm streaming on Discord.
All right, we got size down to 49.81 on the bid. We got 600 on the bid. 49.81 on the S&Ps. We know the S&Ps like to gravitate towards size orders, paper orders, block orders, whatever you want to call them. But there's size on the 49.81 even bid S&Ps.
Should have closed break even there, but it's all right.
Yeah, I'll go one guy short, just a little like kind of tighter stop. I got short 19.
I'm about to get stopped out if that means anything. It's just, if we fail here at the 20s, we do have a potential of probing 500 flats. So, there's a lot of bid support coming in here. There's a lot of bid to cover. I don't really like the trade as much as when I put it on, given that we're having a lot of that liquidity showing up here.
Oh, when am I gonna buy the dip?
I'm out break even.
Am I buying this dip? I am out.
2 points loss.
Looking to buy the dip for Andre. Careful, buddy.
Yeah, because you know why? That's all this market does.
I'm getting out there too.
Oh yeah.
So I get like $100.
I did not want to be in that
$100.
at the new 5-minute rollover, but I was having some technical difficulties. Got out. Let's see.
Gobi says buy it now. I'm short.
Yeah, 2 points.
My power hour comrade.
By the way, now that we have a little bit of a lull, I do want to talk about one trader that I didn't mention when I was, talking about how great the lineup is here. I don't know if you folks have ever heard of this guy, but his name is Dolby Time, Nick the Dolby Time. One of the most incredible traders that I've ever shared the stage with. Just got to give a big shout out to Dolby Time here. Oh, stop it! Knock it off! Standing ovation in the chat right now.
We look at. Oh man, look at that reversal here. Clean up this fib.
He's been trading with Top Step on the community side when we had Squawk Radio back to like
3-2 now on the week. If you're a strict stratter, then you're looking.
back then. And we had Squawk Radio. It was a badass chat room that had Eddie would broadcast from the trade floor in there.
Sorry, reading your
And then we
comment there, Taylor. But
canceled that.
if you're strictly stratter, you're looking shorts all week now under that prior week low. Good thing I got out of that trade there though. Sitting right between 1 and 2R right now on that move on the 1R account. Morning, Deontay. Good seeing you. Calzone, what was your guy saying about break of structure and fair value gap? Was it that if a break of structure happens with a fair value gap, the fair value gap is typically respected? No, I think he was talking about if we're breaking psych, and Taylor, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You were saying mostly that if we're breaking psych levels and leave a fair value gap, that fair value gap that's left behind after breaking a psych level is essentially like a break of structure fair value gap where it has more liquidity and is probably respected more.
Yeah, it's not anything that I've actually back tested, and obviously when I see it on a higher time frame, it holds more weight. But like, perfect example is we're back up to this 1 minute. If you look at the candle, the body of the candle that broke through this 750 level, it created
The
a fair value
550,
gap.
the 550 or 750?
Yeah, the 550. I apologize. The 550. The body of that 1 minute candle that swept the liquidity, and broke that psych level, left a decent fair value gap, and the 1 minute could not hold above it. I tried.
This one here that I have
5 times.
a rectangle on.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, it technically was filled by the wicks, but a body never closed above it.
Correct.
And we got the continuation almost to the 17,500. Not
Yeah.
quite. We're about
Close enough though.
8 points away, but that's still almost a 40-point move. It is a 40-point move, and look, we're still having trouble breaking it.
Yep.
Now we do have this level below us, but it's just something that I'm noticing. I don't want anyone to think that that's
Right.
a definitive truth, but it's something I'd have to back test.
Right.
Order filled.
For those not familiar, you're all trading the NASDAQ 100 for the most part, but the composite includes a lot of other stuff, financials, energy, etc. In raw terms, the spread has exploded. So what they're kind of, this commentator is saying here, though, there's a trend on the ratio, so it's kind of pick your poison, but we'll see. And lastly, in local news, Justin Fields unfollowed the Bears on Instagram. I think I don't have that Ron Paul gif, but it might be happening. I think in the next week we're gonna
Order filled.
14 seconds on a new 5-minute candle here.
Do you think Virginia's listening right now? Virginia owns the Bears.
No, she can't hear.
Virginia's 85, whatever years old. Virginia,
She's 101, Michael. She's not 85.
It's 101. Yes,
That would be no spring chicken, right, Jack?
Well, it certainly would not.
Oh man!
What's going on?
All right, we ruined another one. Guys, we're
Yeah.
Bears fans here. You control sports. You can tell us how horrible Chicago sports is.
Hey,
By the
Michael,
way,
while
we
we
did catch that short while we're talking
Order
about the
filled.
Bears there. We did catch that short. We are up now to 4.7K on the day there. Did catch that little short off that cresting top of 47 halves.
All right, I'm really interested in this being a long.
chat for you, and I think since we're chopping on the lulls here, we'll go back to the markets. And we do
The
start
play might be to wait for a 15-minute
I
inside,
heard you say you lost $30,000 a few times in your
but
career. What
really
was
liking
you
the
did to turn around your
slower start to the day. That is because of me waiting until 9:45 or 10. Feel a little bit more in control of the trend. So that'll be. Oh my gosh, Discord, fuck off.
Another $30,000 account blew it out. I don't know. That was like 8 months. And the last one was September 11th. I could blame other things, but no, that's still bad trading. But yeah, I got margin called in the library. So I told him 90 grand, and I had a vending company. So everybody's like, "Oh, you're just a rich kid." No, I'm not. I had a vending company I started when I was 16 that had like 80 accounts, and it was bringing in like 1,000 a week net at 18 years old, 16, 17, 18. 1,000 a week net. So I had no bills. Come on. So all that money, watched Trading Places, said I want to trade. And then kept going to the market with live money. Lost it, lost it, lost it. Yes, I had cried. Yes, I had pretty much puked. I'd done all those things before the age of like 22. Then I graduated college. Then I went to Chicago. Then I got a job at a prop firm trading on simulators like the trading combine.
So still on. Oh my,
You can make X
forgot
plus
that
Y
my Discord crashed again.
50. Yeah, I had a 50-50 split. Not a great one that we have now in the industry.
Okay, Discord.
That was my
Discord crashed again. Not gonna be okay with that one.
man, fire that didn't need to be so.
We're back.
Andre, you should never have to pay that big of a tuition to the market to learn. Everybody thinks you should pay tuition to the market to learn. No, you should not. You should put a lot of screen time in. The tuition you should be putting in is PT time, playing time, screen time, aka screen time. That's what you should be doing.
Still holding that fair value gap.
Hopefully,
There's a lot of upper fair value gaps that we could be holding here.
I found the importance of it, yes. And a trading psychologist. Trading psychologist, who cared? I didn't care. Or like at that time, I was like, technically,
Gonna chase this a little bit in at 16 shorts.
no, it's upstairs in your head. It's risk management. It's all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, and then you got to just get a lot of screen time. And they put like a notepad right next to your desk in the simulated trading room. And I learned the importance of paper trading, simulated trading, patience. Fear of missing out got diluted because of like, yeah, I'm missing trades.
Order filled.
Sure, I'm on a simulator, but like I want to do this. That's the only thing I've ever done since 1997. Is trade and own a trading firm.
Here we are.
Now, what do you
Old
like?
man always said, Junior, get good at one thing, and you'll never go wrong. So, what do I like more? I like trading.
He loves
It's
trading,
just for
dude.
anybody else.
He's a trader,
Yeah,
dude. You love trading. Don't act
A little bit dicey here, chasing. Could get stopped out.
I would only be in this position I am in right now if I was leveraging the
Just
market.
looked like it was breaking low of day though.
5, 6, 7, 8. I was putting it all in real estate, and it kept taking pressure off. I didn't really have to go in.
All right, stopped out there.
I had other income streams or revenue streams or whatever you want to call them coming in. So that's why I said never just make it your sole primary focus. Always
Not afraid to go back in.
as traders, you should be diversifying your reliance on one revenue. Because if you go down with amnesia, if you get hit by a proverbial bus or whatever, you take time off. You're not making money, and so you need to be taking money out of the markets. That's why we consistently always say pay yourself.
Just tapped that 15, closed that 15-minute fair value gap. 5 minutes left on that inside bar.
I like it when people put money into real estate. I like it.
20 seconds or so left on this
Put in real estate.
5-minute inside bar.
I don't know. Put in something that is making you money while you're sleeping. Because as a trader, you don't really make money while you're sleeping, unless you're sleeping with an open.
Unless you have a position on overnight, of course.
Then there's that.
Yeah, overnight. But then like, yeah. So you just never get to take time off. So wealth is created by when your money works for you. You don't have to work.
Order
like
filled.
a football player goes into the league and they got 3 years on average that the professional football player. But then you got Tom Brady.
Taking a 2-2 here, 1975, 10 points.
Market because you may not be always in the market. So needless to say, did it, parked it, and then I also said, I bet you I can find little mini me, better traders than I. And Hogue said it before, little find our Michael Jordans of trading.
Up half R there.
And I can still trade.
Taking some right here, 7 points.
So, yeah, I became the best of both worlds.
Close enough to 10. Right at low of day.
Thank you for that, Michael. Starting to see some sellers here in Nasdaq, Rips. Will we take another leg lower?
I would like to see that. I would like to see the weakness below 523 persistent here.
523. Gotcha. You have a downside target if we can stay beneath 523.
480 flat. That would be my downside
480.
target.
That much room. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's contingent upon 49.85 giving out in the S&Ps here.
Go on, go 2 down.
Because there's confluence. We have
There's the fill, 10 points.
We get enough heat. There's enough names that are shared across the board here. So like right now we're looking for 5/10s to snap in the NQ. This gives us downside room to the 500s here. So you're watching this.
Dollars, we still have that. I'll take a look at my Top Step X because I can check 100 price levels above or below the market.
I love that.
It's so cool.
That's a wick. That is a wick.
On the 49.81s, we have 750 lots sitting on
This doesn't close below this low. That's probably the liquidity sweep. See how this pans out here.
Yeah, this thing can get pretty speedy if we start to crack those levels to the downside here. So next level to the downside I'm looking at is 480s in the end.
All right, I'm out.
Big crack down to 480s.
This could easily flip.
It's good to see
Some
Michael's
buyers
down.
still underneath 523 here. If we crest above 523, we might see a rejection. If we don't get that rejection, it's probably going to be negated, and we might find a temporary bottom here.
Yeah. Hard staying short, no matter what. Hard staying short. See, Michael is down to a t-shirt only now. He means business. He's rolling up his sleeves, and he is going to go toe-to-toe with this market now. As this market doesn't want any problems. This market doesn't want any problems right now. It does not
Got
want this
tagged in testimonials. Taylor, dude. Fantastic job. Did what we talked about work, or was it too tight?
No, it worked. I'm not gonna lie, I did go red this morning because
Yeah.
I'm hard-headed and I started pre-market, which I know I'm not supposed to.
Yep.
There was a lot of failed 2 downs, failed 2 ups on the 5 minute. That was kind of causing some issues for me, but once I stopped being an idiot and just let price play out, everything lined up perfectly.
So what were you at when at market open?
I was down 2,500 per account.
Okay. And you
Yeah.
from market open to now you went what?
I'm 30. Hold on. Before commissions, I'm at between 3,600 and 4,100 per account, but that's not net.
Right. But
That's
I mean,
gross.
but commissions are part of the game.
No, yeah, I have to take that into account. So
well,
yeah,
no. What I'm saying is like commissions are like I don't really look at obviously commissions count, but what I'm saying is like your unrealized P&L is what you see. You don't see your gross when you're in Ninja.
Well, I pay attention to on my Ninja the 2 tabs I have open on my account data are realized P&L and net liquidation. So on my net liquidation, I can see where I am compared to startup day, if that makes any sense.
Okay. So from pre-market or from market open to now, you're up about 5R.
Yeah.
Okay.
5R.
And the change we talked about helped, or
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely. I'm not in the business of putting anybody on blast unless they give me a reason to, but I have a lot of people that reach out to me And I actually had somebody that I got in a debate with about the trading style, and I told him, and he's probably listening right now. I'll say it in front of everybody. It may not be for everyone's trading psychology, but one thing that you have done is
Ooh,
adapted
shorten.
the way. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm not in anything yet. It just looks like it's
Oh,
breaking.
um, I may trade differently than you do, but I appreciate the way you look at my whole situation and help me adapt um, to be profitable and to make it work for me.
Holy smokes.
Um,
Yeah, man. And so first off, I've gone through plenty of people, paying subscribers or not, who try to criticize my training style. One thing that never pays my bills is other people's opinions. So that might sound a little spiteful, but my trading system only has to make sense to me, and I try my best to make it make sense to other people. And there's testaments of people in the testimonial section who are able to replicate my trade system and be profitable. So with that said, don't if it doesn't make sense to somebody, don't let that get under your skin at all. But yeah,
no,
dude,
and it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't anything ugly or disrespectful. It was just a conversation.
yeah,
And I mean, I'll be honest. I did not agree with using the strat at all. Whenever I first started on your page, I didn't actually start implementing the strat until first of this year.
no,
Um, Partly because I didn't fully understand it,
yeah.
and then even once I did, I just didn't. It's changed the way I view price action, honestly. And I guess I wasn't giving it the full opportunity, but it's a game changer for sure. And
So
I wouldn't have found it without you.
so what could I have done differently to make you a believer earlier, or was it just time?
It's not anything. It's me being hard headed, and
Right,
I know everything. Naturally, like anybody who's getting into this, they know everything. They don't need help.
right.
And then I get this false sense of confidence when I have 3 or 4 days of consistent profitability.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually what screwed me up in December was I went on a 17-day trading day streak of
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a single red day, and in my mind I couldn't do anything wrong after that. And in two
Yeah,
days I blew 60-70% of what I had made.
yeah, yeah. In 2023, I think I had 5 red days. And they were bigger than an average green, not bigger than my green days, but if you took 25% of my green days, my red days are bigger, which is I wouldn't even say it's a shortcoming as a trader, but the red days do happen, and it's really nothing you can really work through until you have to work through it. And we've talked in DMs about growing pains and the unfortunate reality that as you start to scale up and make more money, that some new problems come along. Um, so it's all about working through that and slowly adding on and finding what works for you. But dude, awesome job on your first day with the new system. Hope that keeps working for you, dude.
Yeah, and a lot of it is I need to get off of the 1 minute. I mean, not get off of it, but I need to stop putting so much faith in the 1 minute over the 5-15 because I have no reason not to. I have everything in front of me, and I still have this idea that I have to trade solely off the 1 minute.
Yeah. No, definitely the 1 minute I only really used for entries. Um, I'm certainly looking at the 5 and the 15 for more trend based, and then I'm looking at the 1 minute for entry into those trend based trades. So like right now, I'm looking at the 5 and the 15 and seeing a failed 2, and I'm waiting for a 1 minute change of character, and then I'm probably going long here. Um, but if you're just staring at the 1 minute trying to take trades off the 1 minute, it's a lot harder to navigate for sure.
Yeah, and that's what I'm finding is I'll see a break of structure, a change of character in the 1 minute, and I'm set in stone.
Right,
Playing a reversal, and it's not necessarily the case. More often than not, it's not the case.
right, for sure, for sure. Wall Street said, "Oh, it's Bryce. Hey, Bryce." Wall Street said results speak for themselves. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I mean that isn't me saying, people's opinions don't matter, but I also take of the saying that don't take don't worry something around along the lines of don't worry about the opinions of people you wouldn't take advice from. There's a lot of noise in this scene, and also another testament to block out the noise and add positivity into your life and weed out the negativity, because negativity has no place in trading. It's part of why I've mostly stayed off of social media, except for those who add positivity to my life and my trading. And when I'm in a good mood, I'm generally trading better. And so, little side tangent there.
I'm not trying to call anybody out, but Tywin Lannister said it best when he said the lion doesn't seek the opinion of the sheep.
Yeah.
But I think I'm calling it here, Jess. I
All right,
will
man.
see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Again, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna do some back testing this afternoon and go from there. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, man. Stay off those off that ninja.
Oh, I'm shutting up. Well, that computer's getting shut down. That way, it's too long of a process to get.
Gotcha. All right, man. Take it easy. Good job today, dude.
You'll have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too. Alrighty. Coming up on 10:37. Starting to lose some liquidity down here. Let me look at Delta. Haven't done that yet today. Yeah, nothing really to see on Delta yet. Let me switch. There we go. So nothing really new on Delta here. Dude, did my Addis just crash? Oh my gosh, Discord is wonky today. Tom here from and ready to learn. Sounds good, Tom. I stream daily. There is a slight delay on it, but it is hopefully you will learn something. I go through, answer all questions, I read chat, talk through what I'm looking at, etc., etc. You guys just get it delayed a little bit on YouTube and Twitch, I guess. Starting to chop around a little bit here. Having a pretty good day, so definitely looking for longs, but definitely not going to test my luck if it's not a prime looking setup, which I never really should, but when I send out feelers and whatnot.
very often. You're like, well, you're trying to make money on resets. Well, resets are $49. Okay, so yes. So slow down. Slow down. We will hit you up if you've reset too often as well. Our compliance team has that a part of their process. So needless to say, we are trying to do our best effort to get somebody off the trading street or off the street, main street, and put them in the trading seat here at Top Step.
Thank
Starting
you,
from the
Michael.
bottom, now we hear, Dre. Starting from the
Oh,
bottom,
he's
now we
dropping
hear.
Drake lyrics. Wow. With
Look
that
out.
being said, I know Eddie's got an important message for all of us. And
212 up on the 5, still below weekly low. Not looking to short probably until we're above weekly low. But we will see.
And you're getting value out of Top Step TV. Please take a moment to leave us a review on Trustpilot. We're going to put the link in the chat. We're going to pin it up top, and we'd appreciate all kind words, feedback, anything we receive there. And the link's going to be in the chat here. And so if you got a minute, check it out. We'd appreciate it. Kind words, feedback. If you got anything to bitch about it here in the chat.
ES could be looking like an outside bar.
Back to you, Andre.
Thanks for that, Eddie. You can't just throw that in my lap like that, Eddie. Come on.
All right, taking it back from Andre. Love you, bro.
He unpinned the grenade and threw it in my lap
Hey,
and got
Dre.
the hell out of there.
80% long right now. We got a lot of longs. Long bias. 81% long in the NASDAQ. 81% long.
Thank you, Eddie.
What's the S&P tilt looking like there?
71
MP?
long. 71.
Wow. So we are looking a lot of longs here.
What do you call it? Got some bottom pickers here.
Yeah, I mean, the only entry I liked was where I was exiting close to those 480s, but I didn't do.
Field 2 still here on the 15.
I mean, it's pretty rare that I'm ever going to use that reverse button to reverse a position, but that would have been the time and place to do it right there. That would have been
Order
it.
filled.
What would you made you hit the reverse button again, Ribs?
I mean, to
What did
be
you
honest,
see?
I can't. In all honesty, I couldn't have found a way to do it, or else I would have. It's a very dangerous button because it's going to pull you out with a market order. It's going to enter you with a market order. So the slippage alone on that, if you're trading
Order
more than
filled.
one lot, is going to be astronomical. You're just throwing away money. You're better off being patient, getting out of a trade, waiting for a perfect entry, and then getting back into a trade. But there is a certain situation which you would potentially do that. But I mean, it has to be an end-all, be-all level to do it. But I would highly recommend never using that reversal button if you can.
No, yeah, that's you're pretty much calling the top or the bottom. All right, we're seeing crude sell off here. Thinking we might have no headlines, but starting to see a sell off in crude. New lows there. Also, gold starting to see a slow sell off there as well, but nothing crazy. Crude starting to see a sell off. Rips, you see any headlines or anything? I see something coming out about U.S. vetoes UN Security Council resolution for Gaza ceasefire. Is that something or nothing?
You know, I'm looking at the same headline right now, calling for alternative options for restraint in Rafah. You know, that can affect oil. That's probably what's dipping the oil price right now.
Certainly leaning long.
Affect equity markets, maybe some tickers.
Just waiting for an opportune setup here.
In the Nasdaq or the S&Ps. So
Tom said, really enjoying futures over options. Me too.
that
I
I'm tuned into.
love futures.
I would want to have much more broad
Futures
ceasefire deal, something
just
like that.
make the world go round.
For some news in the Middle East
But
conflict
I
right
do
now.
also love options.
Yeah, you know, we talked about this at the top of
I
the
love the complexity that options can offer.
thing that I'm
The,
really focused on for the remainder of the day is going to be that
you know, the,
bill auction out from the Treasury. And
yeah,
that could be
I'll leave it at that. The complexity they can offer, the portfolio management it can help, the hedging and stuff like that.
there's really not much
Very
in the
fun.
docket that
But
I'm looking forward to trading. When we have something like a catalyst like Nvidia on the docket here, that's coming tomorrow after the bell. Nvidia earnings are going to be extremely important to Nasdaq traders and S&P traders because we've seen the equity markets really following along with just
starting to curl back up.
these tickers where we've seen a lot of price action into this. And if this is what the markets are focusing on, this is where you want to be focused on as a trader. You have to think about it. Stocks are a lot like marketing. If nobody's paying attention to a ticker, it's really not going to move all that much. But if you have a lot of eyeballs on a ticker, you're going to have a lot more movement in a stock. And we've had plenty of eyeballs on Nvidia because of the tremendous growth that we've seen from the beginning of this year and even before that. And so when you have the opportunity where you have a large volatility event like earnings, you know, you can ignore it, it's fine. But as an equities trader, you really have to pay attention to what the soup du jour is, and that is going to be Nvidia earnings tomorrow. And outside of that, we look to news events. We really don't have that much. FOMC minutes are being released. that's really what's going to be moving the markets this week.
I like it. It's like a market.
Slow chop up. Here we go. 15-minute reversal here. 2-2 reversal.
I like the soup of the day more, Michael. So dumb.
I'll take it.
So dumb. So dumb.
You've been using that joke when you and I were days. I know.
I'll take that.
I'll take that.
That sounds good.
I'll take that.
This is where I might take it in options first.
They really don't make movies like that anymore, I swear. Like between that, Wedding Crashers, Something About Mary, I think the Farrelly brothers, like, they don't do that anymore.
Take the 427 calls.
Right?
I'm taking some heat on my short. I got a one lot short from 524. It is 85.
Going against the top step tilt, Michael?
83%
Yes, because it's very, very tilty. A lot of people wanting to get long around here. Now, I have my stop is about
Yep. Mike Stanton. Michael Stanton. I've been dipping a toe in there.
There you go. I'm stopped.
You get
I
short.
am on Top Step X. Yeah, I'm on Top Step X. I'm short. It's 85%. I mean, I'm gonna get short up here. I just don't know where.
If you're looking for the NASDAQ, I would wait until we get up to 560 quarters. And if we're not going to get up there, I would wait for this 537 halves to fail. I would not be trading this here. This is sort of no man's land for me. You're going to have a lot of chop leading up or down to these levels.
Yep. Look at how fast my ladder is.
Let's see.
That's the first thing I noticed when I opened up Top Step X is that it's just something you don't see on web-based platforms. You don't really see a dome that is reacting that quickly. I think
Order
what is it, a
filled.
10
Order
millisecond
filled.
refresh rate?
All right, I'm taking a long here.
Well, it's refresh is 50.
Where's my average?
It is
45 flat.
Correct us, and somebody in the chat, please do. We should all know this, myself included. There's so many new features that there's so many new features that this thing has that I'm getting familiar with, and or it's popping on here new. That like when we go to like
Coming back to that fair value gap that we haven't been able to hold over yet. So
we're like, oh yeah, what about that one too?
certainly want to see that be broken.
Happening so quickly. We spent a lot of time on the dome. I call it the ladder, but it's the dome. And to make it so crisp and clean and fast. So 50 milliseconds. Thanks, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Bad tuna salad. Thank you.
It's very snappy. I've yet to see another web platform that is coming even close to that. I was shocked to see that.
Yep. 50 milliseconds. Up to 50 milliseconds. Going 300 layers deep, Michael. Put that in your pipe and smoke. Wow. 300 layers deep.
Oh man.
Wow.
Not here in
That's
Colorado.
some real deal. That's pro
See an outside bar here.
Really is.
You get this Ricky Ticky type of depth where it's like 10 levels deep. It's like that doesn't give you anything.
Yep.
Come on. Who are you kidding?
And I've been on 10 levels deep up for 20 some years until 5 minutes ago.
You're kidding
Then
me.
you see
Top Step X.
like, what were we
I
doing
just-
back
I just,
then?
like,
How the hell did we take that then? Just going 10
Oh, I
deep.
could never
How
do
did
that.
we-
10 levels? Oh my goodness.
How did we do that?
Yeah, so this is my layout right now, guys, that you're seeing. But I just switched in mid stride here. Blah blah blah. While we're doing it this week, then like guys, I want to get on over here, and it goes into my T4 CTS brokerage account. Everything is like you see my P&L at the very top. You see that I can switch from this account to the house account. These two accounts, if you can see them up by my head over here in the window. These two accounts. House account is top X 2107.
Slight green close there. Could go for a deeper retrace to this fair value gap.
Order filled.
Just got stopped out. All good. Still in the queues. Those hit 10%, but I didn't really want to take a 10% trim there. Probably could have taken a safety trim, and it's, of course, wicked me out to go back up. That's all right. We'll just get back in.
My buddy Issa used to always do that. He asked me, started asking a bunch of questions. Like, okay, what are you, a cop? I'm like, that's a pretty good joke.
It works. I started to see some buyers.
And then I just go like, I'd always grab my collar and be like, we got him. We got him.
Michael's having fun today.
New fiver coming in here. See if we get a strong close on the 5.
Yeah, you're right, Rips.
What's that? About
No
the
man's land.
you gotta wait. You just gotta be patient. This is the when we're between levels like this, it's just so much better. The great thing about trading is that you pick and choose your battles, right? And a lot of folks think that just because the market is
Order
open, you
filled.
need to be feverishly looking for a trade, and that's just not the case. This is what I used to to do in my first 2-3 years of trading.
All right, filled long 44.50, 10 points.
Not seeing action from when I used to trade equities, I'd go from one ticker to the other, and I'd be looking for price action all the time. I call it hungry eyes now. You don't want to be looking at the market with hungry eyes. You want to be looking at the market as an opportunist. You want to be looking for potential setups that meet your
All right,
criteria.
up half R, moving stops up.
For when your setups are being met, and then you should only be
Order
putting
filled.
your
There's the fill,
market
10
depending on
points.
For instance, if we use a gambling reference,
Taking 0.81 on the Qs.
table, and it has 50 numbers on it, and you're supposed to pick a number, you're going to have 1 in 50 odds to nail a number. But if you go up to a roulette table and it has 2 numbers on it, 1 or 2, I'd love to play on that if it's giving me 30 to 1 odds, and I'd pick the number 1 over and over and over, and I'd have really good odds to win that, right? And so when you're thinking about trading, you want to think about what is your probabilistic odds to hit a trade? What are your odds to make success in this trade? And if they're not very high, just lay off. Take your hands off the mouse, take your hands off the keyboard, step away, enjoy some fresh air, maybe touch some grass. But don't be forcing trades when you don't need to. That's knuckleheaded behavior, and that's what will get you into trouble. This is a game of marathon running. This is not a game of sprinting.
Order
Every single
filled.
moment the market is open.
Taking 1 R here, 56.50.
Traders out there is that we have a market that's open 23 hours a day. Doesn't mean that you need to be trading 23 of those hours every single day. Instead, you should be exposing yourself to the market for maybe 1 or 2 hours and then seeing how it unfurls.
Order filled.
Closing break even on the extra.
Right there, we're rejecting
Reached up, didn't like what I saw there. About to tap into a fair value gap. Could go still.
looking to the short side here.
And I'll re-enter if it does.
Back, you do need to fail. You got to be quick with this type of price action. But again, I would like to see a retest and a reject before you're entering into that. In fact, I'd like to see an auction over
Yeah,
60
there it goes.
and then perceived weakness above that where we see buyers exhausting, and then a potential rollover below that level. That would basically say that, we've retraced enough. But again, I think there's a potential.
Failed under that weekly low of last week's low. Now we're looking long for sure.
I want to be patient on these types of moves. I would say that there's a potential that we can retrace all the way up to
Change of character there on the 1 on ES.
back at our level of 3/4. So there is a chance that we can open drive up to that level, because think about it. We talked about this at the top of the call. NVIDIA goes both ways, right? Because we have options expiring this week. We have the weeklies. We have NVIDIA earnings tomorrow after the bell. You're going to see a lot of inflow into those weeklies. And if we're seeing a discount price for the NVIDIA weeklies, we could see people buying into the calls. I haven't looked at the chain today, but there's a potential chance that we could see that. Did you end up getting short there, Michael, at those 60 quarters?
Yes, I'm short
Hey.
55s, 555s.
How about that?
That's the magic number.
I have two on Hogue. Hogue had the 55s. Was it the Hogue number?
That was.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, who just said in here? Where are you at? I'm gonna find you. Why are you shorting? Tag you up. I'm shorting because
It's just going lower.
55 level, the weekly kickoff, and then
Probably going to trail stops up to break even there. I think.
I call this the reflex trade.
Or not break even, sorry. That failed too low.
Reflex. What do you mean, Rips?
Well, because when we go down like that, we're going to reflex back up to the top side until we have gravity.
Minute 15 on this 5 candle.
They have a little bit of gravity. And so when you have this buying, there's a lot of short covering that is creating this buy side. And if you don't have that continued buy side propelling it,
Order
we kind of
filled.
reach that gravitational purpose of where 60 quarters are we auction above it, and then all of a sudden we run out of buying strength because, if we have people that are finished covering, then we have people capping on shorts. And that's what we're seeing right now. We had an auction back down into the 50s right now. Michael's up 5 sweet handles here, and he's looking for more downside, and I think that we can entertain that down to potentially 37 halves here. We're running into that gravity after we've had that first reflex bounce, reflex trade.
All right, closing out.
Seeing a heavy tilt. Did you get short off the heavy tilt, Michael?
That was another reason why I got short. You can't, in my world of watching, when people get to 85% of everybody who's putting their vote in, so to speak, I think the market's going higher or lower. Everybody's one direction. I like to see what the smaller percentage of folks. Good traders find the harder trades. Good traders see the things that other traders can't see. So I like to go with the smaller percentage of folks when it gets so tilty. I'm saying like 80% of people are long. That means those 20% of people are short aren't thinking the same way that 80% of the people are out there. If there's 1,000 people, 800 of them
Just wicked into but wicked into that breaker structure fair value gap. Probably going to go from here. Finger on the trigger to go long. Break this swing high. New 5-minute candle is the only spooky part. Big fair value gap that I'm really watching is this one here. I think that's where we reach if we're going to go lower. Maybe even the one above it. That would probably put us at a discount on a fib level. Three minutes left in my trade window. I might take one more stab long. Pretty much going into that fair value gap. See how this candle figures itself out. I'd like to see the 5 go a little bit deeper into that fair value gap, but might not get so lucky. All right, I'm trying a long 69 flat. .92 on the Qs. There's a 2 up. As soon as we flip more, a little bit more, I'll go break even. Taking a little bit at half R. It's just struggling right now. Hard break even. Starting to get some strength here. Hard break even. So if this 1 minute goes 2 up, Phil is at 79 right now. Still just chopping around half R. 5 minute close here is part of the reason why I'm hard break even. I'll capture the momentum if it goes up and then get stopped out at break even on the rest. 79 is the fill. And it just got filled.
starts to get on because now we're dealing with time. And like I said, there's algorithms that
1.01 on Qs. What platform do you use to see resting orders? So my resting orders are just limit orders. But I also use depth of market. There's 20 points. I also use depth of market on Addis.
They kind of recheck every single second. But like right now, see this squeeze coming in? This is indicative of what we were just talking about right here, where as the price creates that velocity to the top side, there are people who are short that are saying, I can't take this anymore. We have to cover at these areas. We're not going to wait any longer. We want to get paid our money on this. And that's where you see these pops and squeezes to the top side.
All right, now we tapped into that fair value gap.
Negative 1,700 in NQ. We were at 8,000 in the S&Ps. We're at negative 7,000 in the S&Ps now. So we reduced it by about 1,000 contracts.
There you go. You start to see them peel off because they're starting to take the heat, like Rips was saying. Sorry, Michael, you were saying.
No, it's coming up to VWAP. VWAP's what, 614? Is that what you have? 611, 610?
We were
I have
really, we were. I have 644.
VWAP, bro?
I have 644 in S&Ps and
What? Okay.
almost about 5,000, 5,001.
Shoot, am I really? Wait, what?
Why do I thought that was.
Alerting and trading chat? Did somebody delete it already?
No, my VWAP's not. Okay, it's 80% again. People have been long this whole way up. Longs
Oh, thank you, Easy.
And we know the overall market's short based on Delta.
Right. But we're ripping to the top side now.
See chat. Convexia, yeah.
So if we get a retest towards 590 and we're showing that bid strength, there is a good chance that we would get that full 618 retracement all the way up to 630 quarters. So, or 630 and 3/4. So I mean, I'm kind of a little bit bummed out that I missed the move, but I'm happy to provide the analysis that I'm seeing here live and direct and in real time here.
Hey, Rips, did you make most of your money to the downside today?
Yeah, mostly. I mean, every single penny was a short, I believe.
There you go. So that was lead to my next question. Is that perhaps why you're a bit tentative to get long? Because you did see so much success getting short. Now you see this rally. I know you don't marry your positions, but still, in the back of your head, there could be something saying, well, all the success has been on the downside. Here we are.
Wall Street, is that a website? ATAS is a trading platform. Shoot me a message on Discord. I'll send you my link. But it connects all across every Rhythmic platform or every Rhythmic broker that I use. So I can click one button and it will send out to every one of the platforms. Very, very, very nice. Maybe I should not do that.
Money in my live account here on this show, on this program, I've given it all back and I've hit my max loss. So it's a very terrible answer that I'm giving you, but that's the truth. I got the willies to be able to trade at this point. I'm happy to lock up 2,500. It's a couple bucks that will add to the live account, but it's nothing to write home about. But still, I don't want to give any of that back, and I got the willies of giving it back right now. It has nothing to do with marrying a bias. It's even worse than that. I'm locking it up based on my P&L, and that's not a good thing.
Awesome answer. Absolutely
Rips.
awesome answer.
I got one of. I don't never really like this tattoo that much because it's so big, but it's jab, jab, jab. The thing I always want to do in life, and just keep jabbing at what you're doing. You, my friend, are a good trader. You see the markets really well, so you get good traders that you're around that help nudge you to. Maybe you should size up. Maybe you should. The uppercuts, the right hooks, the knock them out with one trade. Those are like newbie type of things, but you get like other.
Just barely missing this 15-minute fair value gap.
And you're driving your trading journey. We as trading buddies are just here to help each other out. It's kind of what we want to do with trading.
Bryce, okay, send it.
Just be like trading buddies with everybody, or show people how to be buddies.
Is that Addis here, guys?
Because that's kind of what it's about.
Yeah, some good advice there, by the way, for you folks out there in chat. Be kind to one another. Trading is a very difficult endeavor. In fact, I've owned multiple companies and started and founded multiple companies in my tenure, and I've done really, really well in life, and I'm very blessed to be in the position I'm in. But I will tell you, out of everything that I've accomplished in my life, trading is one of the hardest things I've ever tried to do. And I just want to say, you folks that are out there, if you're trolling, you're being negative. I don't see anybody today, which is fantastic. But if you're trolling and being negative, take a beat. Be kind to other traders out there. You don't know what somebody else is going through. Be kind to one another. It goes a long way. And the more that you put out that gratitude, the more that it will return to you. So just try to be kind to one another.
I don't know. Starting a funding company. Funding company 14 years ago was pretty hard. Reps. No roadmap.
other entrepreneurial spirits a lot more palpable. I mean, it's you know, you have to be a glutton for punishment to do this. I like a good challenge. You know, I like to play chess. I play poker. Like I like games that are mental. I like challenging games. I love the fact that every single day that I wake up, I know nothing about what's going to transpire for that day, and that's the excitement that I keep coming back for with trading, and that's what keeps me around. And
As long as it holds over this 1 minute fair value gap, I'm interested in longs.
It's an insane challenge.
Otherwise, not super interested.
Get enough of it. It's insane. It's a challenge. I think it's a competition. For me, at least, it was I was an athlete growing up as a kid. And this is the closest thing that could replicate, you know, sports and competition, those competitive juices, and a little bit of you know, having some teammates and camaraderie, you know, like we have here and have on Top Step TV. So this is pretty much the bee's knees for me. With that being said, quick update on some of our live-funded. Hold on, live-funded traders, Michael. You'll be happy to hear this. Deanna's up money. Ribs is up money. Isaac is up money. Some are standout traders. We got Ronald S up over $5,000.
All right, closing full. Gonna take my wins and be done. Get my recap here. Good first day of waiting until, I think I waited till 10 today.
No, I'm now scratched. I was up $1,000. That short, that 2 lot short, and I'm on the new platform, so I'm.
Yeah, I waited till 10 today. Had one for 2R.
You missed it by 1 level, MP. If you want to just check out on my screen right here, that 590 quarters level that we're talking about, that was the rejection point. Instead of, you know, you took it at 560s. This is what we're talking about. Like, you know, if the trade is not negated, it's worth giving it another shot. But yeah, 590s seem to be the hot ticket that's working here.
See here. It's today the 20th. Woof.
Somebody asked in chat, what's my elo in chess? I'm a bullet player. I play 1 minute bullet, and I'm 1400. But I mean, that's
Are you
so
really?
very much a beginner.
1400s beginner?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm a 900. Oh, I thought I was doing well. Oh, man. I got ways to go. Michael, what are you? What are you at, Michael?
What do you mean? Where am I? I'm here in Colorado. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, just one more thing. Hey, at the top of the chat here, get those questions in for Dr. Ginny, for high performance coach. You guys are gonna take a lot away from this. I'll be tuning in. I'll be plugging some questions. Make sure you tune in. This is
Alrighty. Well, a lot of 10 pointers, but 5 wins, 2 losses today. So I had 4 shorts and 3 longs, and lost 1 on each side. So pretty good day today. 1R account. Let me see. Divide it about 4R.
People coming on here, so help our investment out by you getting something out of it. This isn't just us to like
Shoot me.
fill the air. No, like as much as we try to bring as much on here, it's really up to you to take that information and then make something with it here at Top Step. Don't trade anywhere else if you're listening here, so then we can benefit from you getting educated and being with Top Step, getting to the fun. That's what we're investing in. You honing all these folks.
Crazy.
Andre, yeah. Mining for gold, mining the Jordans.
Okay.
yes, Trader Page, 11 a.m. Central. Please stay with us. It's you're gonna find a lot of value in this one. We don't do this very often because we like to, when we do bring it, make it of value and not dilute it or diminish it. But this is gonna be a big one, so please tune in. We got about 4,000 people watching. Let's make sure we get 4,000 people watching that segment because it's gonna be a good one. Free therapy session, Top Step TV.
Yep.
Hey, question for you,
Alrighty.
MP.
Yeah, like
A couple questions.
right at 10R.
One is,
Or sorry, not 10R, 4R. Okay, that is it for me today. Good trading today. Tomorrow, same thing. I'll be here about 9:45, and unless I see something amazing, I'm not going to trade till 10 o'clock. Had a really good first day today of going back to that trade system, or time system, I guess, and I'm going to keep that going. So thanks for coming out. I'll see you all here tomorrow morning, same time, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great one, guys.